16 people, including some students, have been arrested following protests over exams at the Tshwane University of Technology. One of the arrested was found with 5 litres of petrol that police believe was intended for torching a library at the Soshanguve South Campus. A tense exam period with a heavy police presence. Management says it will not tolerate disruptions. On Sunday, a university bus was torched by protesting students. The university says over 5,000 students wrote exams yesterday. All right, let's now get an update from our eyes and ears on the ground in Tshwane. Sipho Stuurman, he's at our Pretoria studio. Sipho, a very good afternoon to you. How were things at TUT campuses and exam centers today? I mean, what's the latest with that info about 16 arrests there today?
A very good afternoon to you and our viewers at home. The situation on campus is rather calm. We went there to all 3 campuses, starting at Pretoria West, going to Soshanguve, both South and North campuses. And what we saw there were, students getting into buses and getting ready to be transported to various exam centers, with the main one being in the Tshwane CBD at the Tshwane Events Center. And of course, as they had communicated the previous day, that is on Monday, management said that the buses would be accompanied by police. So it was a sort of a presidential convoy for the students, because they had police vehicle, going with the buses, in front of the bus and behind the buses. And we saw some metro motorcycles going with the students. And of course, this is all in an effort to make sure that there are no interruptions and that students who want to write at the end of the year exams do so without any interruptions.
Look, Sipho, the protesting students that have now been claiming that they're not ready for the exams because of the fees protest, what happens to them if they don't write? What is management saying about this? And have the parents also joined in this call? Because I'm sure they are really concerned about the fact that some students need to be graduating at the end of this year.
Well, that's the thing. Management is telling us that some of these protesting people, as they call them, they are not all students actually. Some of them are a group of former students that had been expelled for years, and now they are taking advantage of the situation, trying to sort of revive their political student careers. We did speak to, I'm sure that story will be airing soon, to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Stanley Mukola, telling us that as the university, they've actually worked very closely with the police, and they do have information and intelligence that some of these people that are involved here are not necessarily students, and that of course there are some students participating, but students on the large, a very small margin. And certainly, having spoken to our students ourselves, students are saying that they are actually 4 exams being written right now, and the main reason for that is that if students write exams right now and perhaps do not do so well, then they will have an opportunity to come back to write in January, that is the supplementary exams. However, if you then only write in January, then you won't have an opportunity for a re-exam. And also another concern is that December is hardly a time conducive for studying. So if you leave right now and you go home, what environment are you going to find there that will help you prepare for exams, instead of taking advantage of being on campus with all the available systems to help you prepare for your exams?
Now, Sipho, how long are these exams scheduled for? And do you know if the police are going to be escorting the writing students until such time?
Well, we know that the exams are scheduled, I think, around up until the 10th of December, and this is actually an extended period. Normally, exams are wrapped up, just towards late November, but because of the fees must fall protest, and they had to extend the exam period to sort of make up for the time that has been lost through the fees must fall protest that we've seen throughout the country. Right. Now, what they are doing is that the police and management are meeting on a daily basis. I remember the Deputy Vice Chancellor speaking to us was actually rushing to a meeting with police officials, saying that they will be studying the situation on a daily basis to see if there is a need for police to escort these buses on a daily basis. But as it stands, the security is truly enforced, and police are accompanying students as they go to the exam venues.
Sipho, in terms of numbers, we understand that 5,000 students are estimated to have started taking the exams yesterday. Do we know the remaining number of those that were protesting that are actually not going to be able to write the exams?
Well, that number, the figure of 5,000 is actually the students that took the morning session. There are two sessions. There's the morning session, which starts around 8 in the morning. There's an afternoon session. So that was just the morning session alone, which had about 5,000 students taking the exams. And then we had an afternoon session where we're not sure what the figure is there, but then we were told by the Deputy Vice Chancellor that it was also in the thousands, which is an indication that, you know, a number of students are really taking this opportunity to write the exams. And quite interestingly, actually, some of the students that we interviewed said to us that, you know, they find it funny that some of this group of students that are calling for exams to be postponed, they see them at the library at night. They see them at the exam venues. So it's like you have these student leaders that are telling the rest of the student body to not write exams, but they are continuing to write exams. So I think students are starting to see that, you know what, for the sake of our futures, let's perhaps right now, not that to say the struggle that Fees Must Fall was called for is abandoned, but the fact is that there is an academic year that is at stake and that needs to be concluded.
Sipho, thank you so much for that update. That is Sipho Stewart-Mani is live to us from our Pretoria studios, and he was giving us an update on how the exams are going at the TUT campuses out in Tshwane.